start to change. Quiet shifts that few can see, building future market speed. Markets breathing, liquidity moving, capital shifting. Not just charts and not just price, macro signals look twice. Cycles moving slow and deep, smart money plays for keeps. Morning macro, lights are bright, Bitcoin moving through the night. Crypto macro, follow the play, signals shaping every day. Morning macro, smooth and strong, where the traders all belong. 1% better every day. That's the morning macro way. Charts are up, coffee's ready. Let's get to work. Morning macro.
All right, that's enough of that, y'all. GM. Sorry that the audio wasn't working like halfway through it. Just one of those things, man. I tested that shit. I tested every morning because of the times that we do have trouble. And then all of a sudden it's not working. What was like as soon as I go live, but we got it. We're good. Okay, there's a known issue with LinkedIn, so we're not streaming on LinkedIn today. I mean, what is this? What's that called? Where like the moon messes with all the tech? I'm sure somebody will know. Somebody watching will know this. Mercury in retrograde. We should check that out. Is Mercury in retrograde? Yes. From February 26th to March 20th. That would make sense, man. I learned that a little while ago, that there's something to that with technology. And if you're experiencing tech issues, blame it on the moon, baby. Blame it on the moon. It's the sign of Pisces. This optical illusion, which happens about 3 times a year, is associated in astrology with disruptions in communication, travel, and tech. What did I tell you? Sheesh. What did I tell you? I knew that before I read it. Anyway, GM. Good morning. It's coffee time. I feel like this is off a little. Should probably be, well, no. I guess that's it. I don't think I showed so much of that corner. That's probably better. There you go. All right. Still hasn't started here. It might be delayed. So, David, appreciate you checking this out for me. So there's a red box that just popped up on my screen in StreamYard. It says, it looks like your stream isn't showing up on LinkedIn. This is a likely known issue. They've waited for to fix it. Try editing the stream and creating a new one, or just remove this destination from stream, then re-add it. So let's do that. Let's see. Can I do that? Remove. Delete on LinkedIn. Remove. Okay. And then let's just try to add it back in. Save changes. Can I do that while I'm live? Boom. Boom. All right, David, let me know if we are back in. We are in this to win this and live over on LinkedIn. GM, guys, make sure you smash that like button on your way in. Have some coffee or tea or water or juice. Just do not cheers me with a glass of milk. That's gross. My coffee's not hot anymore. I only had the time to make one. I only went down and made one pot. I was working on getting everything ready here this morning. Working at my desk again. Tech issues, man. I tell you what, like everything is moving like exponentially slow today. So I apologize. I will be on my laptop the next 2 mornings, and I just assume there's going to be all sorts of issues. So I may scale down the show. I did install like OBS on it last night, and and put all the different things. Like we've got the scroller, we've got the ticker, we've got all that stuff. But it's just a little MacBook Air. It's just a little guy. You know what I mean? And so it was having a little trouble. The fan was kicking. It was getting hot. So we'll see how things go. We might just do like a back to basics for the next couple of days. But we are gonna go live. It's going now, David. I appreciate you, my dude. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. All right. So that's probably all the house cleaning, right? Leaving today to Chicago. My daughter and I are gonna be there. We're gonna go. Today is Tuesday. We'll be back here Thursday. We've got a Thursday afternoon flight, so we'll be back in the saddle at the desk here Friday morning, ready to go. What else? GM, everybody. I mean, you guys know the drill. David, thank you for being here. Brian getting the gold medal again today. Curtis getting his silver. One of these days, I know this is Brian as he's created this this need to be first, and I love this. I'm up for competition. I absolutely love what's happening here. So I appreciate you, Brian. I know probably unequivocally that at some point Curtis is going to be sitting there, finger on the trigger, just hitting a refresh, waiting for the stream to be loaded, and he's going to get his revenge. He's going to get his revenge on you. I know. He's going to get that gold. Shout out to you both. I love it. Michael Tomorrow in the building. Blocky, what's up, my brother? Hope you are doing well, sir. Grandpa Blocky in the building. Who else we got? Michael, David. Let's see, we got all that stuff. All right, there you go. The birds are out. I'm just glad I've caused enough disruption that I'm part of the conversation. Man, hey, I love it. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the family, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Smash the like button. Let's get on into this because I know that is something that we want to be doing here. So let me go to my morning macro setup here. We'll delete this sucker. Remove. And let's remove this one, and we'll play that. Way down. You guys let me know if you can hear it, if it's too loud, or if you cannot hear it. Let me know about that background music, and I can always change that to make it just something there that's there for us. Something to enjoy, something in the background. All right, let's dig in. Welcome. We are getting here. We are at the 12 spot. So we were in single digits yesterday over on CoinGlass. Sitting at a 12 right now. So take it for what you will. And we're going to go through a couple things today where it's like, look, we were looking at it yesterday. We know, oh man, it was like an 8 and then a 9. Okay, 12 today. So we understand that price has been crazy. A lot of people are expecting a bigger push down. I'm starting to think that it's too many people that are guaranteeing us that we're going to go down, that we have not seen the bottom yet. So that likes to believe that we are probably bottomed out for now. We may do a little sideways stuff, but I just feel like there's too many people talking about how we got another leg down. And y'all know me, I was charting that 39 to 49 area. I do like the 50,000, and maybe we see one more little wick. Maybe not a gradual, like we're building down, but like a wick to get some liquidations, and then we start moving back up expeditiously. We'll see. Anything is on the table, especially right now. I do feel like bear market should last a little bit longer. Some people talking like August, September, October timeframes. We'll see. We'll see about that. we'll see how all that's going. All right, so we were at a 12 coin market cap. Let's bring this up. Let's refresh just to make sure it's all current. Market is up 3% today, just a little bit over. That's good. Coin market cap is saying that the fear and greed index is 26. That we are out of extreme fear, that we are in fear, according to this one. Let's check our altcoin season. Index 37. We are still slow climbing. A little bit of an upturn right here, like right at the end, right? You can see, we were at a 36 yesterday. Boom. A little bit of a curve. I wouldn't say that we are trending yet, but always nice to see movement up in the altcoin season index. I know a lot of the homies are altcoin season maxis, ready for this to pop off at any point. Let's check Bitcoin. Hanging pretty steady. I believe it was like 24 something yesterday. We're at 23.48% today. It's about 23.5% down over the last 100 days. Remember, this is our guiding star here. Bitcoin is the king. Any opportunities down here? Yesterday we had a big discrepancy. I did not do anything, but I did get a pen. So now we can check out midnight shrimp. What happened? Question mark. Two question marks, because I want to know, why was this thing showing 80% down and then all of a sudden it's like 60% up? What happened? But nothing in the chart shows it. Nothing in the chart was showing that sucker was all the way down, and it was down at the bottom for several days. We'll have to audit the channel. I'll have to deep dive. Get my scuba gear on because I'm going deep. Let's check out what's going on. Anyway, any opportunities here? Arrow. I know some of the homies got some Arrow, are looking into that. They were making some trades the other day when they were asking me how it was. Ended up crushing a trade. I thought it was a sell, or at least, look, actually, no, I didn't think it was a sell. If we look at the chart again, I would say that it's a buy opportunity because it's like way down. And Aerodrome, it's gonna power some DeFi over there on the Solana. Right? Or it was on base. It's on base, isn't it? Base. I bet. Yes. Base. That was a close one. I said Solana, but then I knew right away that I was wrong. Right away. Straight away. Okay, so here's kind of like a little bit of the reasoning why I would think that this is an extreme buy. One, we are close to the line that I think that you would call ultimate profitability, right? Like anytime that it's up in the green, and this is like obviously where it launched, so so we're like right at that line, right? And so I would think that, okay, maybe we do see another leg down. We were just talking about a second ago how that could be a fallacy now because there's too many people talking about it, and the trend always does what the trend will do. But Bitcoin and crypto likes to buck the trend, baby. It likes to just not do what everybody thinks it's gonna do because it's like us, man. I'm like the same thing. If someone tells me what to do, guess what? Yeah, I ain't doing it. If you tell me what to do, you can ask me and I will gladly oblige. But if you tell me what to do, go fuck yourself. And that's what Bitcoin says. Bitcoin says the same thing. Everyone's like, down. And we're all guilty of the same shit, especially when we're trading and we're like, the trade's not going under direction. Like, what do you call the charts, right? What do you say? What do you scream at the charts? I say all sorts of crazy stuff at the charts. The trade goes the opposite direction. And I'll tell you what, sometimes it listens. Sometimes you see it just say like, oh, my bad, dog. I will go the other direction and help you out and get you out of this jam. That's the market. I haven't traded this week at all. Yesterday was just, you saw me post something. Yesterday was flat as a pancake. We put the market, obviously, we did our 9:30, 15-minute candle spread, right, to track this thing. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, well, it's out. I deleted it now because we have to start a new one. But if I'm not mistaken, like the yesterday 9:15 candle, pretty much held that zone held until like 2 or 3 in the fucking afternoon. And at one time it dipped down below, right back into it, up, right back into it, right back into it, touching it, blah, blah, blah. It was just nutty. Like there was just nothing going on yesterday. And then some things happened a little bit later. And I said, check the later sessions, all that stuff. And at that point I was disinterested. I was out of it. I didn't do any trading. I will love to do some trading today. Tuesday's a much better day to trade than Monday anyhow. And so that is the game plan. We will be doing, we want this chart is what we want. Look at the motherfucker. This is the daily chart. And we've been talking about this too, that like, y'all, like this thing is due. Bitcoin is due. It's been in a 15%, whatever-ish percent. I mean, that's just counting those big bodies. Let's do this. Let's just go with the tight range. Let's go here, really to here. There's been a few outliers, but that's like a 6.7% range for a month, 31 days. That's wild. And again, I get it that there was a little bit of zoop and a zoop up here. Like, okay, I get it, right? But at the end of the day, like it's basically been trading in that tight of a zone for this long. That's pure consolidation. So we are either getting ready to nuclear explode up, or we're going to take the other leg down. Because look, we have this. Remember, this was this. Oh, that's not what we want. So we'll put that in like right there. So again, remember, if we were going to do the same style consolidation that we saw last time, this is what we would have, and it would go until April 14th. So we've got ourselves about a month of consolidation, of lots of ups, lots of downs, some volatility, great trading weather, as long as we actually see some movement. Again, and we'll move this box because we did this yesterday and it's really hard to see everything. Let's move it in onto the, I like the 48 minute. What charts do you guys like? Look at this. Obviously we are still in this continuation pattern. This has been, this was something that this is something we drew yesterday, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're still in this pattern. Let's actually formalize it then. We brought tighten just a little. We probably we'll do it. We'll give it a little bit of it. Remember, we'll move things around a little bit. We'll let it. This is only the 48 minutes, so like on a larger time frame, that'll be like nowhere even near it. So, Driftman, what's up, Driftman? Hope you're doing well. GM, thank you all for being here. Okay. So here is our trend that we are in. You are in a trend until you are not, and we are on our way up. Does that ultimately mean that this is a permanent thing? No. As you can see, we had, I would say that would be those might be wicks, right? Depending on different time frames. So we've broken structure before and then we fall down, but we are riding along the side of the trend. And so, this thing's got to make a move at some point, right? It's either going to fall below this trend line and then continuation down. Because look, if we go on the daily, again, we are in a crazy consolidation pattern, right? But ultimately, we are trending down since this moment right here, right? Since that moment back in October of 2025, we have technically been trending down. And again, we've had some relief, some rallies, some positive days, some big green movements, some candles, but from 126 down to 70,000, very clear which direction this has gone. And we are going to need to make some absolute structural changes in order to break out of this situation that we're in. We're in a bad relationship right now. That's what we're in. Bitcoin is in a bad relationship right now, and it's going to have to break out of this relationship. It's either going to counseling and it's going to break up, or it's going to break. They're going to break up, and it's going down. That's what's happening right here. And you can see, again, on some like local, like, okay, this is the daily, and it's like pure sideways, but a little bit up, right? On different time frames, you know, or you could be more bullish or more bearish. These two major dips have been catastrophes to be able to, like, you know, structurally keep things moving. So, you know, we're resetting again. If we were to subscribe to that theory, history does not repeat, it rhymes. I would say we are in for maybe a shorter experience, right? But along the lines of, look, we had a major dip, and then we came back on up, and we went consolidation heavy. This is the weekly chart, by the way. Right here, we had a major dip, and then we've gone on this consolidation pattern. And so, again, we're either going to play this out, and what are these dips? Let's go from candles. 25%. 25%. Okay. So 25%, 25%. I don't know what that says, right? And then if we were to say we top out like right here, you know, that's 25%. If we were to say we're topped out now, right? 52, 50, I'd say 55, let's say around the 55 range, depending on where this thing would top out on this box. Like if we were to do another leg down, based on the math, based on boom, boom, the two things that we've seen, right? This fall and then this fall. One fall would be from wherever you find its top, from wherever this ends, 25% down. We've seen it twice in the last year. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's get into some news. Yes, this was... Where's the news article that goes with this? Let's see. Anyway, yesterday you guys saw, I believe it was yesterday, the 20 millionth Bitcoin was mined. And so we've got 20 million Bitcoin in circulation now. I don't know, that this article got messed up. Total circulation. Anyhow. All right. Let's hop into the ETF section. By the way, guys, thank you guys for being here. Make sure you smash the like button. All right. So Bitcoin ETFs record a major outflow on March 9th. So that was yesterday. Today's the 10th. Today's March 10th. Getting close to St. Patty's Day. That was a little weird accent. It wasn't quite my leprechaun. Speaking of leprechauns, I hope you guys, any fathers in the building, got a chance to go to Home Depot last Saturday. It was the first Saturday of the month. It was the leprechaun house, leprechaun catcher or whatever, leprechaun trap, I believe. And so we made ours, and then we made a little thing in the backyard. Let's see, right there is our little house. I hope you guys got a chance to do that with your kiddos. If you have kids, if they are young, if they're old, that'd be weird, but whatever. All right, back to the news here. Bitcoin major outflows yesterday. Large. And what does that mean? What does that mean when we say that? That means swim with the fish. That means big money's making a different move, and we always want to be swimming with the fish. You know, like hanging out with the boys in the chat when homie's saying like, sell, it's going down, and BlackRock is buying like like billions. I wouldn't trust BlackRock with what they're doing, right? And so you go to like sites like CoinGlass, and you can check Bitcoin ETFs, and you can see what's happening, right? So it's only 8:30. There's going to be no data for today, right? It's all going to be empty, but you'll start to see this thing fill up. So you'll know what's happening. BlackRock, they went heavy yesterday. See what happens today. But like, pay attention to that, because that's you know, that's a key narrative driver right there, right? Like, what is BlackRock doing? What are some of these now? And you've got some that are net outflows, and I get that. But the net inflows, when that shit continues, come on, that's institutions accumulating. Whether it's fast or slow because there's offsets or whatever, I mean, that's depending on how you look at it. But at the end of the day, it's long-term capital, and they are all coming in. And this is only just for ETFs, but at the end of the day, like, it's an institution game. Like, here you go. Large institutional funds lead withdrawals. Ooh, actually, the largest share of the March 9 outflows came from some of the most prominent spot Bitcoin ETFs. So that's what we were talking about. Outflows, yes, was inflow, according to this, 1.66K. Macro pressures weigh on crypto markets. The ETF withdrawals coincided with broader volatility in global financial markets. Bitcoin traded near the $68,000 level during the session, while other major crypto also experienced mixed price movements. Macroeconomic factors frequently influence investor appetite for risk-sensitive assets such as crypto. What does it take? GFO.X to launch crypto derivatives trading powered by ABN AMRO IMC state chart virtue. This is back in December. Why did they link to a December in 2024? Well, it's ancient news. Okay, so let's take a look at some of this ETF stuff. So we know that there was an inflow yesterday, outflow Thursday and Friday last week. So we'll see how the rest of this week shapes up. No, that's not what I want. This is, and then we want to look at crypto, all crypto ETFs. And this is crazy. This data, this ETF inflow, all these net flows and all that stuff has been broken for days. I wonder what is going on. We'll have to check, but we can at least check here, right? So yeah, it was funny. We did this yesterday. We needed yesterday to go positive. Like, we needed yesterday to go positive because we were on the 30-day and there was 15 negative days and 14 positive days. And so in the last 30 days, we've gone 15-15. And so, we'll have to hopefully go on a win streak here and put up a net flow. But again, that's a key indicator of what's going on in the at the the institutional level. But when you think about this, like, it's really interesting too. Supply is shrinking. The available, and we'll talk about those articles. Is that next? Yeah, here we go. Let's just get on it. Let's just segue right into it. Bitcoin supply on exchanges shrinks to 2019 levels. Could a price shock follow? I mean, obviously, OTC deals, those may go a different way. Like, you might see, new institutions become OTC. Originally the OTC was what, whales, right? That's how it started. But as time has gone by, strong and diamond hands have bought into the ecosystem. Have traded a lot of capital for supply, and we've seen that. There will be a supply shock. Don't get me wrong. At some point, come on. I believe silver is getting ready to pop again. Just my 2 cents. Hey, we'll look at the silver chart. We'll look at the silver chart in a little bit here. All right, so Bitcoin on the exchanges, it shrinks to the 2019 level. We'll go through this article, and then I got the chart pulled up. We'll take a look at it. Bitcoin exchange reserves dropped to 2019 level. Institutional ownership is reshaping supply demand dynamics, and short-term price risk remains despite tightening supply. And so institutional ownership reshaping supply dynamics. I mean, this is like when you think about the banks, right? the banks are going to have to own Bitcoin in order, and other crypto stablecoin. They may have their own, or they'll participate however they will. That will be their gatekeeping. They are clearly pushing hard, and we're actually going to talk about something else, aren't we, in a little bit, about the banks and the stranglehold. And we saw with the Structure and Clarity Act and all that stuff that's happening, and them pushing back. That they can't compete. They're going loudly is what's happening. Like, Wall Street and institutions are changing the financial layer. Again, it's like becoming the ecosystem. It is becoming finance, right? And the banks, they have to adapt or die, and they are going to go out fighting if that's something they need to do, because they're going to try to start suing. I think the companies that are going, and that's the article that we're going to look at. They're going to start suing the companies that are either approving them or actually the crypto.coms and the crypto native companies that are becoming charter banks. So we'll take a look at that in a little bit here, but let's look at this exchange reserves dropping to 2019 levels article. See if there's anything that we need to pick out of here, because this is definitely going to create a supply shock if there's no more Bitcoin on the exchanges. Bitcoin reserves on exchanges have steadily declining since late 2022. More than 325,000 Bitcoin left exchanges in 2022 in November alone. Today, the total held on exchanges stands around 2.7 million. Is this? No, we have CoinGlass up. Bitcoin balances. We can check their. Well, let's. The first major factor was, or actually, if we also include platforms primarily used by professional investors, Coinbase Advanced comes first with around 800,000 Bitcoin held. This is still about 200,000 Bitcoin less than in July 2025. Launch of the spot ETFs, rise of the digital asset treasuries. That is huge. The digital asset treasuries, the narrative around that, with the institutional people talking, asking tons of questions. They were calling them DATs. So they've already got an acronym for them, DATs. They're literally asking about questions about DATs. And I had to say, what do you mean? The digital asset treasuries. These firms have chosen to hold Bitcoin as a reserve asset and now collectively own around 1.1 million Bitcoin, nearly 5% of the total supply. Okay. Bitcoin holdings by ETFs and companies give Bitcoin a different dimension. In both cases, Bitcoin is increasingly used as a financial instrument, and these forms of exposure are also different in nature, tend to be more professional or institutional. Let's pull up. All right, here we go. Bitcoin exchange balance. Oop. All the way. This thing's fucking touchy. Jesus. All right, we're done with that. Bitcoin exchange reserve all exchanges. When the ETF spot Bitcoin was launched, look at that. Price went up. Supply went down. What other pictures we got here? Binance has 20%. The ranking of Bitcoin supply by centralized exchanges: Binance, Bitfinex, Gemini, Kraken, HTX Global, BitMEX, OKX, Bitstamp, and then a bunch of smaller ones. All right, that's it for the pictures. Anything we're missing? Shift toward institutional ownership. Okay. Well, are the exchanges going to buy more? What do they do? If they need more, or do they buy more? Or do they go get Bitcoin from? Bitcoin-linked companies such as Coinbase and Block are now included in major equity indices like the S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100. Some governments are also entering the market. Corporate adoption is also broadened. Firms like Morgan Stanley, Vanguard have had access to Bitcoin ETFs, expanding availability for mainstream investors. I mean, we've been saying for a long time, a supply shock is coming. And with that is a price shock. Like, it's just, it is, there's nothing you can do about it. GM, Chris, coffee time. Get a little sip. I was feeling a little parched anyway. If these coins remain largely locked away, it's possible the circulating supply available for trading may continue to tighten over time. One of these days, there is going to be a god candle like we've never seen, man. It could be in either direction, but we know it's going up. It is going to go crazy. Imagine if like just some nation just goes to all the exchanges and starts buying them up. Market buy, market. Who's got, what was the 20% of the Bitcoin supply? Binance got it. Someone just goes and cleans up, just buys 20% of the Bitcoin supply. Market buy. Could Bitcoin price fall below 60,000? Here we go. All right, let's have a little conversation. Here. Despite tightening supply and exchanges, short-term price action suggests Bitcoin could face further downside if key technical levels fail to hold. Bitcoin recently slipped to multi-day lows near 66,569, with analysts warning that bearish momentum could push prices towards the $60,000 level. Okay, let's look at the Bitcoin chart really quick. We are pumping today. This week for sure. Let's put it on the hourly. Okay, look, we're coming back down to the trend line here. If you were thinking that this was continuing to go up today, based on this, look, boom, 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 boom. It continued to go up. It could do that. This could also be a reversal, and this could be coming back down. The end of the day, I mean, all the VWAPs are down here, so that doesn't mean. I've been saying that those things are magnets, and it doesn't have to go back to them, but it sure as fuck does a lot. This is the hourly. Let's look at the 15. Not too far off the daily, but the previous daily way down here. It looks like just pushed off a little bit on the week to date, which would make sense because yesterday was Monday. Let's go. Everybody likes the 5-minute chart. We're a little off here as well, you know. Everything would tell me that at some point today, and we may go up a little bit, or and we may come closer, and it may be a slow trickle all day. Like, the market's not doing crazy, but it is also 8:45. Wait for the stonks boys to get to the office. But we could see it come down and touch all those VWAPs. It's like a magnet. It does this thing. If you don't have the leapfrog indicator, you should get it. Talk to Flop and Groper. Get in the community. Get it as an indicator. You can also hang out and watch a show. And if there's like a coin that you want to see with this VWAP on, with the leapfrog on, let me know. We got to get the. Shorty got low. All right. Talked about this. What were some of the Bitcoin trading around 67,000? I mean, a daily close above the 20 EMA at 68, coupled with improving sentiment, could. When this is from yesterday, wasn't it? That's the thing about starting the show so early, is that there's no new articles. Yeah, it's from yesterday. Sometimes just got to pull yesterday's news. This was the exchange balance. So minus Coinbase Pro, Binance, 16,000. Minus 16,000 Bitcoin in the last 7 days. Too bad you can't filter this by, who's cutting the most. Bitcoin exchange balances. You can see right here. Number on the exchanges. Fucking crazy. This is when? So this is October. This is 2025. This is 2024. Yeah. So the last time we were here was around October 2024. Wow. Woo. Come on, Wall Street Journal. There we go. It was so big. It was so big. It needed a welcome. It needed a delayed entry. Also, by the way, guys, in case you were wondering, if you wanted to take advantage of the big Unix deposit bonus, there's some information right there. 20%. There's in the description of the video today is the link. Click that. You get a deposit bonus if you're just getting started. Get up to 20% of your deposit. There's some conditions you'll see. You got to hold it for a few days. You got to do some trading to get the volume bonus. Now here's where it kicks up. Get you $5 million, get you $400. Okay? It's not that hard. It's really not that hard to get some volume between now and April 7th. You got a little bit less than a month. I get it. But you can do it. You can do it. If you're a trader, you can do it. You could also go for less volume and still make some money. All right? You can make $80 doing $1 million in volume. That's easy. That's easy. We did that. Our trade team did that in 1 week. We're at 2.5 million now in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. We're crushing it. Team's crushing it. Even with I didn't trade this weekend. Maybe I did. Maybe I did throw in a small trade. But I didn't trade it all yesterday. Not even once. But get in there. Take advantage of that. Link in the description. Join the squad. I am launching we'll go full screen for this. I might have to I think I got to bring my stream deck. It's too important. Click the button. Just gotta see if it works on the old Mac Air. Come trade with us. I forgot what I was gonna say. It probably had something to be with. Look, there's a lot of people. We had a lot of signups in the last couple days. I appreciate you guys doing that. The Discord, I remember. The Discord, we're gonna kick this thing off next week, and so I am traveling today through Thursday to Chicago. We're still gonna go live, but I'm just working on some stuff in the background, in the back end for the Discord. Should go live with that next week. I am targeting Monday with a Discord launch, and then full on there. We'll probably keep going live on Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And then we'll do specific special streams in Discord only that there'll be a free version you can get in for free, but everything is going to happen through a paywall, and so it'll be up in there that we'll do probably a lot of streams. We'll do Friday Pizza Fridays. We'll probably next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday. We'll probably be in the Discord. We'll do Pizza Friday in there. Okay. Travis Michael. Oh shit. Luca in the building. What's up, my brother? All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this article. We got this one to look at. Nasdaq partners with Kraken in plan for 24/7 tokenized stock trading. Nasdaq sought approval in September to let investors to trade tokenized versions of its listed stocks and other exchange traded products, ETPs, not ETFs, ETPs. Samara Cohen, who's in charge of ETFs, ETPs over at BlackRock, She's very funny. Having heard her speak 2 years in a row at the Ondo Summit, she is last year was all about 2 years ago, excuse me, was all about ETPs, and you know she even like talked about it and clarified it again this year. Definitely funny. She's got a fun personality. If you've never seen her speak, check a video out. Maybe we'll do like a reaction. Let's do a Samara Cohen reaction video. Maybe that's something we can do this week. We'll do some more reactions and we'll do that stuff. It'll probably help the old poor computer. All right. The New York Base Exchange operator said it plans for tokenizing stocks and other ETPs will focus on corporate governance and look for ways to simplify or automate proxy voting or corporate actions such as dividend payments. That's big. That's big. Because not too many people are talking about that stuff. And I feel like, you know, X stocks, it's basically you're just getting like an IOU. You don't get any dividends. You don't get any voting rights. You don't get any of that shit as far as I'm concerned. Unless things have changed, it is basically just a paper bullshit IOU. This, however, is like real deal Holyfield. The framework is expected to launch in early 2027 and grant holders of the tokenized shares the same governance right as those investors who own the underlying securities. The initiative will be open to all issuers that want to opt in, including those not listed on Nasdaq. It will become a distribution partner to Nasdaq, making the one-to-one tokenized versions of public company stocks available to Kraken's customers in Europe, around the world. Shout out to everybody around the world. If you're tuning in from around the world, appreciate you. Where's everybody listening from? Where we're watching from? I'm outside of Atlanta in the USA. What about you guys? I'll be the first one. This music is like when they carry the coffin into. I'm just gonna have all Ibiza all the time. Just all Ibiza all the time. All right. Okay. Damn. Travis, he got in there first. Nice job, Travis. I'm from Georgia, USA. Yeah, he digs this music. There you go. Brian is he's very sensitive. He only likes Ibiza, Ibiza music. You know, I took a bill in Ibiza. To show Avicii I was cool, right? All right, we can't read too much more of this. It's a Wall Street Journal. Let's take out our RWA.XYZ tokenized stocks chart. This is a new one. They have it listed on here now. Tokenized value is 1.03 billion. Now take a look. Nothing happened. Very small. Could you imagine getting in on this shit when it was like, I don't know, $7 million market cap? And then right here, at the end of 2024, so in December of 2024, things drastically changed. So let's go ahead and just move the... so as you can see, how do we Exodus Movement, Circle, which is Ondo tokenized, Alphabet, Ondo tokenized, Tesla, another Circle, iShare, Silver Trust, Ondo tokenized. A lot of Ondo tokenized stocks up here. Doing some things, contributing a lot to this $1 billion market cap, I will tell you that. Let's see, can we change it by platform? Yes, there you go. What did I just say? Ondo leading the charge here. Oh, you can even see total RWA value. We can zoom in on this chart right here. So Ondo major force behind all of this tokenized stocks. They have the best product to date. That is without a doubt. We'll see what this whole Kraken Nasdaq thing does in some of the underlying tech. You never know. It may employ what Ondo and Link do, right? You never know. But you got Ondo doing a very, very high percentage. You got X stocks in there, like we were talking about a little bit ago. Securitize, we got to check that out a little bit more. Super State opening bell. Okay. All right. Wisdom Tree, we know them. They speak at some of the conferences. They've definitely been at the Ondo Summit a few times. And then Robinhood, taking definitely a smaller share, but still being named in there, still getting some market share above all. And so you've got let's see, okay, and then you got RWA counts here too, so you can actually see why they have such a high market share of this entire RWA group. And you got 202 RWAs in Ondo, 75 with X stocks. Robinhood is 1558, but obviously something's wrong because it doesn't. It's not the number one. It doesn't have. It may have more on there, but no one's using it. It looks like. So, all right, here we go. What's the number one tokenized stock? The Exodus movements. That's what it was. It's on Algorand. Okay. Shout out to Algo on Securitize. Ticker EXOD. Well, that's interesting. Oh, that the number one tokenized stock solely on Algorand, $97 million. Just make sure we're not. Okay, now it's being weird. Now this is better. All right. And then you got, Circle. It was that same list we talked about. Exodus, Circle, Alphabet, Tesla, Circle, iShares. All right. It's a great resource, guys. If you're not using RWA.xyz, you definitely should. And Roswell, New Mexico. Lo-fi chill morning. Yeah, exactly, man. We're, it's, for me, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It might be a lot earlier for some people, so sometimes we just chill it out. We chill out the background music. I do think the smooth jazz opener today, if we want to be real, probably will not do that again. It was chill, for being 8 in the morning. It's definitely pretty chill, but maybe it was not the right vibe. I definitely would like to do maybe a yacht rock version before we kick all of this out, because I feel like smooth jazz and yacht rock very close to each other. You're gonna get some saxophone. You're gonna get you're gonna get that vibe. And so we're gonna try. I'm gonna give one more prompt in this direction, and I'm gonna make it more focused on yacht rock. So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do yacht rock tomorrow. So hopefully that one ends up being well. If you don't know what yacht rock is, you're in for a treat. You could definitely check out like some Michael McDonald, some Christopher Cross, some Doobie Brothers. There's some good options in there for you to check out. And then from there, whether you're on Apple Music or Spotify, it should take the reins and give you a playlist that you can vibe with. If there's actually, you can just do like the yacht rock. Can't miss. Florida. Curtis Gore, he knows what yacht rock is if he lives down in Florida, 100%. Northeast Florida. Okay, well, that's a hop, a skip, and a jump from me, sir. If you're near like Jacksonville, we may one of these days may drive down there. You never know. All right. Here's our next article. Let's get back into this. I've been there before, Roswell. If you've never heard of yacht rock, you're just not ready to be a crypto millionaire. 100%. 100% Rin Tin. My guy. Yes. If you don't know what yacht rock is, you're just not ready. You need to go back to school. You need to go back to crypto school. You need to go back to music appreciation. I don't make the rules. All right, this article coming out of the Seychelles. RWA tokenization is entering a critical inflection point. The shift from narrative to infrastructure for institutions. What did we just talk? We just talked about this a few minutes ago. This is, again, I feel like hopefully somebody's listening. And like they're listening to this show and they understand what I'm saying, because here's the deal. We're going over these articles about, and we're doing this every day, about what's being built, what company's doing this. They're all major things, and we're bitching about the price. Like, not that we're bitching about it, but like, we're worried about like,
are we going to 65,000 or we're going to 62,000?
Yeah, maybe. Who gives a shit? Just start DCAing some, right? If you are trading like we are, we're just patiently watching because we can't fucking predict. We got to watch it, and we got to watch it every day, and we're looking for things. We're looking for structures. We're looking for indications. We're looking for confluence from different indicators. We're looking for the edge. We're looking, right? We're not predicting. We have to react, and that's why, it's smart to draw lines both ways. Like, if we have to fall, what are we going to do? If we pump, what are we going to do? Like, we've got to set these things up. And so that's going to be one of our main focuses and what we're going to be talking about every day in the Discord. I promise that's where I'll be. I've not been a Discord guy, but this is going to be the place. This is going to be the spot, the hub, if you will, of all of the activity. And we're going to talk about this shit all day long. Let's go. I got a little hyped up there for a second. Let's get back to it. Regulatory clarity accelerates. RWAs are going from just a narrative, institutional infrastructure. From enforcement to architecture, we know that we've gone from regulatory action by enforcement to total acceptance. Scam season's here. The report identifies 2025 as a pivotal year in which U.S. regulatory policy shifted from enforcement-led oversight towards purpose-built frameworks. The passage of the Genius Act and Clarity Act marked the first systematic federal response to Digital Act regulation, establishing clear legal definitions for stablecoins and delineating regulatory authority based on network maturity rather than asset classification at issuance. Oh, here's a quote. We love this. This is from the report. This isn't someone saying. This is from the report. The question is no longer whether tokenized assets will achieve institutional adoption, but how quickly traditional finance infrastructure can adapt to accommodate programmable on-chain assets within existing regulatory frameworks. Oof, strong. Regulatory convergence raises the floor. Substance over form. Let's see. While the U.S. and EU have taken divergent architectural approaches, the U.S. distributing authority across the SEC, CFTC, and banking regulators versus the EU's unified MiCA framework, the report identifies a global convergence on substance over form. The Asia-Pacific markets, they are definitely aligned. Looks like that they are adopted substance-based frameworks aligned with U.S. and EU models while following distinctly sandbox-oriented paths that have often moved faster and operational. Specific RWA cases. We've seen a couple articles. That's one of these days we're going to do this. I've reached out to a couple people. I don't think we're going to get a guest tomorrow unless I record something today. I just didn't have the time, and with the travel, it's just not going to work. So we'll just do a regular show tomorrow. But I do want to really focus on finding some people who are participating in this RWA ecosystem from other parts of the world. And I think one of the first steps that I want to do is talk to somebody, probably in Dubai. I know Dubai's got a thing. I can't think of the name. I just lost the name of the company. They recently did a house in, was it Proppy? Just did a Hawaii one. Talk to somebody about what is happening and maybe where is Proppy going, and just really start to figure out what are some of the real estate aspects of RWAs, because that's, I think, going to be a big narrative. I'm pretty sure once we get down the line here, once we have this full acceptance, because look, there's a lot of middlemen, there's a lot of bullshit, there's a lot of red tape, there's a lot of things that can be cut out, some excess, some waste, that unfortunately, people might lose their jobs, but ultimately, I don't want to say go to something else, or maybe there'll be a position where you've got to manage all this stuff, but for someone just to buy a home, should just be able to buy a home. There shouldn't be 10 other people that get a cut of it. Somebody buy the house from the person who's selling it. Just get out of the way. Automate the process, and if you got the money, or if you can yada boom bada boom bada bing. Anyway, he's an hour from Jacksonville. Okay, all right. Oh, dang. All right. Here we go. This is from the report. We got another quote. Markets perceived as experimental, thinly governed, or overly dependent on small teams struggle to attract absorbable capital. Institutional scale RWA markets must resemble capital markets, not crypto native experimentation. Ooh, you better watch the way that you talk, brother. Crypto native knows what to do. I think we can work together. It doesn't mean that you just like, it's, you know, it's like the old guard trying to make sure it's like, whoa, these guys don't know what, they're just a bunch of crypto bros. They don't know what to do. They're not allowed to run the show. No, like, come together. Let's figure it out. We'll teach you how to run things on blockchain. Maybe blockchain, could definitely facilitate things moving a lot faster. But like for these analysis and for these, obviously these institutional companies to put out a report saying, no, we're not going to allow a crypto native experiment to take place here. No. We're going to hold everybody accountable. We're going to do it ourselves. Dang it, you can trust us. All right. The RWA market has reached a structural inflection point. Regulatory frameworks are no longer a barrier, but a blueprint. Bitmart's research analysis makes clear that the institutions best positioned for the next cycle are those building compliant infrastructure today, not waiting for further clarity tomorrow. Bitmart's research. All right, let's go through the key findings. We're here. We're in it to win it out. Pot committed. Regulatory concentration. RWA adoption is likely to concentrate among regulated issuers with clear legal status, structurally favoring traditional financial institutions over protocol native models. Stablecoin infrastructure as velocity deterrent. Determinant. Custody defines, I don't need to read all this to you guys. Custody defines competitive moats and enforceability risk floor. All right, here's our last. We'll just read this last quote here. Tokenization enables one asset, multiple uses. A single treasury or credit instrument can simultaneously function as collateral, yield-generating vehicle, derivatives underlying, or cross-chain liquidity asset. This programmability fundamentally improves capital efficiency beyond what's achievable in traditional markets. We know that. The technology is far superior to what we know that. The question is, it's so funny when we think about this, was this ultimately designed to replace, was the SEC, the CIA, was the CIA behind all of this? Because the whole idea was to replace the system and get a bunch of guinea pigs to test it before they did that. Are we the guinea pigs, or are we true visionaries? That's the question I want to know from you guys. Early crypto adopters and builders. Are we all guinea pigs, or are we pioneers? Let me know. That's an interesting question. Blows your mind a little. All right. Let's look at, we've got the global market here. Oh, this is the RWA chart. Let's do it by stay like this. But we can zoom in. We don't need to zoom out all the way. Let's just go from 2025 to this year. So as you can see, the global market for RWAs in the last, we could just go, try to go a year, so like to March, like roughly. There you go. So that's what we've done in the last year, right? Okay. So this number right here, this first day we've got 222. Okay, so it's March. All right, so it's all right. Let's see. We can zip up. Today is March 10th. $6.5 billion. It is now $26.5 billion. $26.5 billion. We have gone up $20 billion in 1 year in RWAs. Just getting started. We haven't had one of those years, right? It's just been, look, that's like, I know that's a lot of billions, but when you're ultimately, we're looking at $1 trillion ecosystem potential, multi-trillion dollar ecosystem, there's no straight vertical on this yet. There is no like one mass adopted instrument that has brought this thing straight vertical, which will happen. Mark my words. Like something will happen. Like when you think about the global market overview for all of this stuff, bringing everything on chain, global derivatives, all that stuff, like those are made up numbers. There's not enough money in the fucking world to handle that, but that's what they're going to do here, I will assume. Pretty soon, all of a sudden, the global crypto market cap's going to be like $50 quadrillion. You're going to be like, what the hell happened? I'll tell you what happened. Retail lost the battle is what happened. Now, let's take a look. What else? We got 26. We sold $20 billion in a year. Look at that. That's a narrative to pay attention to. If you have not been paying attention to RWAs, make sure that you do. If you've been focused on gaming only, diversify a little bit. If you've been in memes only, diversify a little bit, please. We're going to be opening up a portfolio opportunity for people to talk about their portfolio. Remain anonymous or however you want to talk about it or whatever. We've set some parameters in the Discord, and I will make sure that we put it all so it's really easy, or we can do it on the show, whatever you guys want to do. But and talk about this because this is the time to be rotating some of your dead memes, and I'm serious. This is the time to rotate your dead memes into something that's gonna fucking go up. Because if you sit on those fucking dead memes and your portfolio goes to zero versus goes up, I'm gonna have to sit up here and say I told you so. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. So it's time to find that dust, find the 20, 50, whatever bucks that you had. You put a couple hundred into a meme and it just went down to nothing and you only got a couple bucks left. Put it into something that you know is going to go up. You might not get your original investment back, but if you put it into something that is going to go up and is going to go up big, then you're going to do all right. I'm not saying you have to put your $20 into Bitcoin, because your 20 may turn into 30. I don't know. Or whatever. 40. You can put it into Hondo. Right? Your $20 is going to get you a decent apply. They're 20. I don't know. My ticker's on Jasmine right now. I don't even know what Hondo is right now. It was down here. 26 cents. 26 cents. Look at this all-time chart. It was up to 214 in December of 2024. 214. Or one? Yeah, it was 214, wasn't it? We got to go. We got the chart over here. Let's do the weekly. I wish there was a faster way to shrink this chart. Just like make it like fit. If there is a hotkey, and I looked this up, a hotkey to put the chart back into like view so it's not stupid like that when you flip out time zones. If you can just like do something quick, that'd be great. Here was the high, 214.58. Yeah, 214.58, almost 250. This to me looks like head and shoulders. Looks like something else, but it's a head and shoulders pattern is what I drew there. Hopefully that's not the system doing that to us. Okay, we got just a few more things to get through, and then we're going to shut it down for the day. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure that you do smash the like button while you are here. It's the number one thing that you can do to help me out. If you are watching on X, you can repost the video, tag some friends, and let them know we're having a good time here going through the news. I know it's a great way to start the day. It gives me everything that I need to start my day, and so I hope that you enjoy this as well. All right, so top U.S. banks weigh suing federal regulator over crypto banking rules. This is what I was telling you about over in the intro, is that with the inclusion of like crypto.com, and we're going to go through this. Let's see. Let's just go through the article. Some of the largest U.S. banks are considering suing their financial regulator, arguing that a new raft of licenses for crypto payment and fintech could put American consumers and their wider financial system at risk. Let's just be clear. This is the old guard going out with a fight. Just like in the last thing we talked about. Do you understand this? Do you guys see where crypto is going? They are trying so hard to suppress crypto and not let them get banking license because they know they're fucked. Banks know they're fucked. If they don't adopt crypto, we talked about this back, oh man, when was this? This was years ago, talking about reacting and adapting or dying. That's what businesses had to do when we were talking about this when it was about Web3 companies. That if you are a Web3 company, or if you are just a Web2 company, if you're a standard business, you have to adopt Web3 policies and protocols. You have to do this, or else you face extinction in the long term, because that's where the financial ecosystem is going. If you're one of those people who sits there and says, what's his nuts? Warren Buffett, rat poison squared. Dude, old man yelling at Bitcoin, you're gonna get laughed at. You're gonna get proven wrong. This is where this is going. And so you see these banks, they are trying everything that they can do to hold on, and it is not going to work out well for them because they can't stop Bitcoin. They cannot stop what is happening here. Regulation is going to move forward with or without them. It is, at the end of the day, macro matters. The Bank Policy Institute, the BPI, which represents 40 of the biggest U.S. lenders, including JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and Citigroup, understood it by weighing its legal options after the OCC failed to heed repeated warnings from the influential banking groups. What's his name? Jamie Dimon just went on record saying that Bitcoin is absolutely valuable. This is crazy that they're talking out of both sides of their mouth. Banks say giving these firms the OCC stamp of approval means letting firms loose in the U.S. financial system without the same rigorous supervision and controls required of fully fledged banks. Give them the same regulations and rules. What's the problem? Banks have been robbing mom and dad blind for years. That's what fractional banking is. Give me a fucking break. They're saying everything that they can. They're doing everything that they can. The old guard is trying to stay relevant, but unfortunately, they will go out of business if they don't adapt. And that's the way that it is. They have to learn how to play along. And look, they fucked up the whole thing with stablecoins. We were all getting 12% before the banks found out. You guys remember that? You get 12% on your stablecoins, and then all of a sudden the banks were like, wait a second, hold the phone. You can't do that. That's not allowed. But they couldn't compete with it. They could not compete. They can't give you money like that because that fucks up their business plan. They take your money and they loan it out 1,000 times and they invest it. And if you want your money, they're going to ask you what you need it for. That's your money. I am okay with places like Crypto.com, Coinbase, sure, Gemini, even for Circle, right? With Cash App. From what I understand, stable coins are coming to Cash App. That is a bank. You have a routing number, you have an account number, you have a debit card. You can invest in Bitcoin, you can invest in stocks. Pretty soon you can have stable coins. My wife and I say to each other sometimes, what the fuck do we need our Bank of America account for? What do we need our Chase accounts for? What do we need these things for? I don't know. Banks seem to be irrelevant to me. Unless you are there for the people. And by that, I mean offer us what we fucking want. Who are you? What do you do? JP Morgan they're on record for being involved in human trafficking. I stopped using my Chase bank account when I read that. I'm not fucking supporting that. That's insanity. They're involved. No thanks. The old guard's hanging on tight, man, but I'll tell you what. Nope. They are going to lose the battle. Self-sovereignty. Centralization. I mean, it gives us that option. It gives us that opportunity. Most of the people watching the show right now, I assume you have more money in crypto than you have in the bank. We're out of their fucking game. I'm out of their system. We have to use it for certain things. I have to pay my rent, right? I have to pay my bills. So I have to use the system. I know there's probably, you could put it in the chat if you want. I know there's probably apps to use that make it easy to use crypto to pay your bills. That's fine. Maybe we'll look at that in the future. But like, I like some semblance of like a normal life, and having this, you know, this crypto side, this wild side of me. I'm part of it. I'm part of chaos, man. I'm in crypto. I think this is our last article today. The U.S. Treasury takes a dramatic U-turn on crypto mixers, and this is interesting. It seems counterintuitive to me. Iran replaced their old guard with another old guard, and with the guy's son. With the fucking guy's son, who's said he's probably more extreme than his dad was. That's great. But then nobody's seen him for 3 days or something. I don't know. All right, let's see. U.S. Treasury takes dramatic U-turn on crypto mixers. They can have a lawful privacy use. Okay, look at that. I thought they were trying to get rid of privacy coins. The U.S. Department of Treasury has acknowledged the lawful privacy usage of crypto mixers in its new report, marking a dramatic U-turn from its previous opposition to the service. In case you guys don't know, a mixer basically, the Treasury right here, it's a service that allows users to encrypt their digital asset transactions by pooling the crypto from multiple sources. These services make it extremely difficult to trace the flow of assets from one wallet to another over a ledger, which has made them very popular among users who prefer financial privacy. I love that they use those words, financial privacy. They didn't say scammers. They didn't say something negative. They chose to use people who prefer financial privacy. Great job to the street for writing that article in that framework. The bad actors have also used crypto mixers. There you go. Again, I like that they framed it originally in a positive context, that it's just people who want financial privacy, because that is something that people want. That is a forgotten art here in crypto. If you want financial privacy, you can get it. There are sources. You can ask me, shoot me a DM. I can tell you some places you can use. I don't need privacy on what I'm doing like that. But there are things you can do. Tornado Cash, everybody knows that. They got blacklisted by the OFAC in August of 2022 for allegedly allowing the laundering of more than $7 billion. And they gave them laundering because all they did was just mix it up. But it's not like they actually did anything. They just did their service. They just provided privacy to people who wanted it. In 2024, Federal Appeals Court ruled that the Treasury had overstepped while sanctioning Tornado Cash. Smart contract-based services don't inherently violate laws. See what I'm saying? It's the service. They built a service. It's people using it. They wanted to use it. It's almost like the Silk Road, if you think about it. Like, Ross built a product that people wanted, and they use it, and he got in trouble for it. Ultimately, he's out of jail, but he lost a lot of years of his life. Let's see. The Treasury Court in March last year has dropped Tornado Cash from its sanctions list, and case against it should now be considered. That is a moot point. Last U.S. government bonds 10-year yield. Okay. All right. Well, had a day yesterday. Holy smokes. A lot of volatility there. See what happens. We'll keep our eye on it. All right. Well, I believe that actually does it. It is 9:25 a.m. Thank you for being here. I sure do appreciate you guys. Hopefully you understood the narrative and we see what is going on today. Let me just pop back up before we do go. Oh man, Bitcoin is on a rip and a roar. We're gonna get off this. Let's go on the 30-minute chart. Bitcoin's sitting at 70,800. We are moving up. So 9:15 should probably get pretty wild for us. We'll see what's going on. I'll tweet out. I'm definitely going to be posting it in. My goal is to get on schedule there in the Discord. So that's what I'm doing this week. Iran, peak, slow, running Iran. Whew. Oh, I didn't mean to clap on the mic. That was bad. All right, everybody, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Bitcoin is up a little bit this morning, so get ready. The markets are opening up in New York in 3 minutes, and so people looks like they are maybe front running the market. Think we're going long today. We'll see. We're going to mark that 9:30 candle on the 15-minute mark. We'll check with it as time goes on. Remember, on the breakout, on the shakeout, that's when we go. We'll be watching it. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Smash the like button on your way out of here. Number one thing you can do to help me out. Fly to Chicago today. I believe that's it. We'll see you tomorrow morning.